Hello everyone, welcome back to the course of Core Java, and today in our lesson number 20 we are going to finally start inheritance. Okay, so in our today's lesson we are going to learn about some basics of inheritance, how we can use constructor with respect to inheritance, and also how we can use super keyword. Okay, so basically, inheritance is a property of object-oriented programming which helps you create a hierarchical classification. That means there will be one class which will act as your parent class, and then you can extend the properties of your parent class to one child class, right? Let's say there is one class which has some common properties. Okay, it has some common properties, then you want another class which will have the common properties as well and also define some of its own property. So how you can do it, right? So inheritance helps you in creating such hierarchical classification so that you do not have to again and again define the same properties that are already defined in parent class. Okay, so to do that, Java lets you use this extends keyword, right? Extends keyword. Using this extends keyword, you can inherit the properties of one class to another class. We will see this in a practical example. Okay, here I have one sample code, right? Then I have a box class. You have already seen familiar examples, right, where I used box class to show the volume. So this is very similar to that. You have three variable: length, height, width, and then you have a constructor which is assigning the length, height and width. Okay, and also the volume method to get the volume. So let's say I want one class which will have all the which will inherit all the properties of this box class. So to do that, I will use extends box. Okay, now after inheriting, I can also define some of its own properties, for example weight. Okay, so here box weight, by write like this, I'll just copy from here, copy this, then I will copy this as well. Okay, I take it from here, then this dot weight equals to weight, right? So this is working fine. So what I did is I have one parent class that will be the box. It will have your length, height and width. Then I have a child class that is box weight, and it will extend the box, right? See, when I wrote this dot length, it should have thrown some error, right? But no, it did not throw some error. Why? Because this length, even though it is not defined inside this child class, but as it inherits the box, so by default it will get all three of these properties as well. Okay, it will even get this method. We'll see this when we instantiate the object. Okay, box weight equals to new box weight, right? So let's say 10, 20, then 5, and then weight will be something around 50, right? Okay, so what we can do, we can get the volume of box will be box weight dot volume. Okay, see, there is no error. We are successfully able to call this because, as I said, it inherited the method as well. And then we'll see weight of box, it will have its own properties, right? As I said, parent property plus its own properties. Sorry, it will be weight. Okay, so when I run this, I will be getting output like this: volume, that is the multiplication of these three properties, and then the weight. Okay, This is a very simple and basic example of how inheritance works. Okay, you just need to use this extends keyword. Okay, moving on to our next subtopic, that is constructor with respect to inheritance. Okay, how a constructor will be called with respect to inheritance. We know that whenever a object is instantiated, initialized, at that time only the constructor is called. So to get a better understanding of this, I have a code here, a code with three class, right? One class A, and inside the constructor is simply printing from A. Then I have a class B, it extends A, and in its constructor it is printing from B. Likewise, I have C which extends B, right? So that is like a hierarchical inheritance. Okay, that means C is inheriting B, whereas B is inheriting A. So like A is the parent of B, B is the parent of C. Okay, that is the basic understanding. So now let's say I create a object like this, then okay, I don't have to do anything, I'll just run this. See, did you notice this? I created a object of C class, right? I instantiated a object of C class, but as you see, from A is printed first, and then from B, and then from C. Why is that? That is because the order of constructor is defined by its derivation, that is defined by its inheritance. So here the parent is A, and then B inherits A, then C inherits B. So that's why the parent is called order of derivation. That means the first derivation, then the second derivation, then the third derivation, like that, nth derivation. So here the constructor of your first parent, that is parent A, is called, then B is called, which is parent to C, and finally the child constructor will be called. Okay, hope you understood. And one thing you should keep in mind is that it will always call the default constructor. Okay, it will always call the default constructor, not any parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor will be called, that will be explained in our next subtopic, that is super. Okay, how super keyword will be used with respect to inheritance. So coming up to our third topic, that is use of super keyword. Okay, so basically super keyword has two uses. Okay, we'll see the first example how a super keyword will work with respect to our current code. Okay, so before we proceed with super keyword, I will show you a quick example. Okay, what happens if I comment this out? What happens if I comment this out? You may have noticed in my box class I had a default constructor which is not doing anything, but I had to define it anyway. And the reason behind is, as I said, the constructor will be called of the parent class first, right? And the default constructor of the parent will always be called, not any parameterized. Okay, here when I commented out the default constructor of box, you see immediately Eclipse threw some error. Why is that? Because if you hover over it, it says implicit superconstructor box is undefined. Okay, and because of this reason it's throwing error, because by default Java will try to call your parent constructor, parent default constructor. Okay, so I had to define this default constructor. Okay, coming on, how we can use the super constructor, right? So as I said, super is a keyword using which you can call your parent, you can call your parent constructor. Not just default, you can call this as well, height, then width. So what this does is, the functionality of the code is exactly same, but is saving your space, right? Unnecessary writing this length equal to length, which code already exists in your parent class. Why you need to write in child? That is the purpose of inheritance, right? To reduce the clutter, so that we do not need to rewrite the same code again and again. We can inherit some properties, right? So that's why super keyword helps you in this process. What I did is, when we are initializing the values in the box weight constructor, means this child constructor, at that time the super keyword will call your parent class constructor, right? Here you see this constructor, this super keyword will call that constructor. Okay, that is simply the work of this. So when I run this, output is exactly same. And notice another thing, if I comment this out, now there will be no error because we have explicitly called the super keyword, right? We have called the super keyword, that is why there is no error. Because if we call the super keyword, then our Java will not try to by default call the default constructor. Now we are telling Java that no need to call the default constructor, instead you call the super, which will take some argument, right? Which will take that means it will call the parameterized constructor. So to show you a second use of super keyword, here I have two class. Okay, simply class D, it will have one int I. Okay, then I have a class E which extends D, and it is having one constructor which will take the value of I and J. Okay, but I will do one thing here, I will simply write int I here as well. Okay, so what do you think it will do here? Okay, J part actually we don't need. I will remove this for now, right? I'll remove this. Okay, so there is a D class and it has a integer I, and we have E which is extending D, but it has I as well. What it will do? Of course, the value of I will override the value of J, right? But there is a way to maintain the value of I from D as well as the value of I from E. Okay, how we can do it? If we write super dot I, right, equals to, let's say, I. Okay, yeah, we need the J. Okay, so another I will be like this. Okay, now let's instantiate this object. Is throwing some error. Let's rename it, right, so that it's easier to understand. We'll just rename it A and B, then we'll assign A here and we'll assign B here. Okay, and it will work like this. Okay, now let's instantiate this. We'll have E equals to new E, right, then I will pass 2 and 3. Okay, we need to define one method as well, just to show how the values work here, right? So start out, we'll have we'll simply print it out. Okay, super I plus, then we'll print I from here. Okay, then I need to we need to call this method 2.display. Okay, so when we run this, we get a value 2 and 3. How? See, inside the constructor of E, I am sending 2 and 3. Okay, so that means the A will be 2 and B will be 3. Here, as per inheritance, E will inherit the properties of I, right? And then it will override, because obviously if I call this value in I, so in E, obviously it will override the value of I in D. But here how we maintain this value? To maintain this value, we use the super keyword. Okay, so super dot I, that means the I of D, that will have the value of A, and I from the class E will have the value of B. And using this super keyword, we are able to call the different values of I. Okay, so that is the second use of E. One use is to call the constructor, second use is to call the variable of parent. Okay, so hope you understood the basics of inheritance and how constructor works, the flow of constructor in inheritance, and also how to use super keyword to call the parent constructor and to call your parent variables. Okay, so feel free to comment down below if you have any queries, and we will surely try to clear all your doubts. So like and share with your friends, whoever is interested in learning Java, and subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thank you.